Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here and welcome to Nuclear Throne update number 33. Now for those of you who do not know, this is the one time a week where we, Tengu Drop of course, take a look at the latest Nuclear Throne update, grab that changelog, put it into video format for your viewing pleasure, and show you as much as possible. Now with that said, before we get to update number 33, let's take a quick look back at what happened in update number 32. Now in update number 32, we saw the addition of tiny explosions. Now these tiny explosions would accompany giant explosions to give you a nice variation of explosions. Yeah. And of course with it came a couple of changes to the way gameplay and explosions in general were handled. And of course if you would like to get the more in-depth details of those changes, you can always check out our previous video or to get a link to the changelog for update number 32 itself. Also added in update number 32 was the plasma rifle and the pop gun. Now those were two fast firing weapons of vicious goodness. And once again, if you would like to get more information on those guns and a look at the changes and fixes for update number 32, once again, head over to our previous video that came out last week because we're heading over to update number 33. Now if it seems like I hurried along to update 33, you damn skippy I did, because I'm gonna call this the most deceptive update Vlambeer have released ever. Maybe since, I don't know, the secret areas were added. So let's quickly go over what was added in update number 33, shall we? There was nothing added. So let's go on. No, I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally coming to the conclusion of Nuclear Throne. Guys, the throne exists. And it is beautiful. For the last few weeks or however long the palace has actually been in, it's pretty much just been another level that you go through before you loop. Now that is officially changed because the third level in the 7th world now has a boss. And this boss is special for one particular reason. There are 0 minions in the area and it is a humongous room. Now you would think to yourself, huh, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yes, it is. And you know they mean business because even if IDPD try to spawn in there, they will not spawn in there at all. Like the portal will show up, but hell no, IDPD ain't going in there. You want to know why? Because that's where the throne is and that is where your adventure essentially ends. If you shoot that little skeleton guy currently in your seat where you are about to take your rightful place as the new occupant of the nuclear throne, something interesting happens. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you are looking at is what I believe is the final boss of Nuclear Throne. Now, it seems to be still in development as far as visual goes, but it seems to be like a giant mechanical spider of some sort. I guess much akin to the Wild Wild West. Maybe it's a Loveless. Maybe we can call it Loveless. I don't know. But yes, essentially this is a huge boss that takes up the entire arena, or width-wise at least. And you have nice little hide spots on the sides where these machinery is, which you can destroy and sort of tuck yourself away. And you're gonna wanna, because the bullet hell in this area is I wanna be the guy level. It's Toho levels of bullet hell. You will have to have the best memory of precise location. And seriously, you're probably seeing it right now for yourself. I am not exaggerating one bit. The level of bullet hell in this area is ridiculous. This is every other level of bullet hell levels jam-packed into one little arena. When you beat it, you do loop. So don't be afraid, guys. You do in fact loop once you beat this boss, but you better come swinging some super heavy artillery because this thing has health for days, man. This thing took a ridiculous amount of explosive ammo. I really don't know how you're gonna do this on your own, but good luck to anyone who gets to 7-3. Good luck to anyone who reaches the throne because you got your work cut out for you. So definitely come prepared because this thing will whoop you. And with that out of the way, that was the new content this week. Unfortunately, unless the changelog is being cheeky and they actually did implement any, from what I can tell, there are no fixes and changes this week. So unfortunately, I have nothing for that segment. So we'll just be skipping on to the final segment, I guess. So let's get to the final segment of this little show shindig thingy. And let's take a quick look at the community for this week. So first up, before I get into any community stuff, I'm going to do a quick PSA here. We all have our own opinions. And regardless of whether or not you may agree with them, please try to respect your fellow Nuclear Throne player. I've seen a lot of hostility in the community in the last couple of weeks. We need to remember the good old days of early Nuclear Throne life, where we were all very unified. We were all very, you know, willing to accept each other. So let's try to keep that in mind, shall we, going forward? I know that the longer this game goes on and the better some people get and the worse some people get, we're gonna have different opinions on the game. You know, it's fine to express yourself, but please try to respect your fellow Nuclear Throne players. You know, we're all in it together. We're all here for the same cause. We all love Nuclear Throne. Let's try to remember that going forward, shall we? Thank you. Now moving on to the thing that pretty much probably defines whether you're good or not, these days anyway. Let's take a look at the community challenges this week. So last week, of course, Solid presented the Perfect JW challenge. And of course, challenge veteran, I guess at this point, Meow won that one. So congratulations to Meow. And this week, Solid has a new challenge called the El Minister Challenge. Now, at the time of this recording, Solid has not actually posted any details on this challenge. So unfortunately, you're going to have to go ahead and check out the thread yourself and see what this challenge actually pertains to. And of course, you can find that in the description below, along with the links to the full changelog and anything else I may talk about in the community section, which is really not that much because we are at the end of the community section right now. Of course, rounding up the community section is the community-driven Nuclear Throne wiki. If you would like to know any of the specific details like damage info and all the other metadata goodness, you can always check out the Nuclear Throne wiki. It's for the fans, by the fans. Hell yeah. Now, in terms of my opinion, very cool boss. I'm really excited to see how people react to it. At the time of this recording, it's way too early to see anyone actually react yet. I'm really hoping once again that people respect the fact that not everyone is good at Nuclear Throne, and I'm really hope that the community bands together to try and figure out tactics to beat the boss and not say get better scrub. You know, let's try to avoid that. Now, in terms of bugs, there are two bugs I want to kind of bring to attention because they are bugs that I've noticed. So the first bug I want to talk about is a grenade bug, where if there's an active grenade on the field near the portal, now usually if it explodes, you die because you're in the vicinity of the explosion. But did you know that if that grenade is delayed enough that it explodes when you're in the loading screen to go to the next area, you know, after reaching the portal and going through it, you can still die when in the loading screen because the grenade has not, like, been deleted from the game area or something? So yes, you will take damage from that grenade. You can seriously replicate this bug as many times as you want. I think that might want to be fixed. Like, that seems to be a little cheap because sometimes, you know, you go a little crazy with the grenade launcher. I don't even know if this applies to the IDPD grenades as well. I'm assuming it would because IDPD grenades themselves have delays, and the portals are so instantaneous that you really can't control any of that. So I'm hoping that they will look into that and possibly fix that. Another bug I want to bring up is something that I have been dealing with actually since, I don't even know how far back. I don't know, maybe like update 14 or something. I don't know, it was real far back. But there's a bug, I can't replicate it. So when you go through a portal, sometimes when you like choose a mutation, somehow that counts as a click, but there's no cooldown period. So when you come out of the portal in the next level, you can't actually attack until you switch your weapons. And I guess that re-triggers the cooldown, so then your weapons work normally. But before that, you can't swing, you can't shoot, you can't do anything. And I thought it might have just been my mouse or something, but no. It actually happens quite often nowadays, and I'm not sure what causes it, but there you go. Those are two bugs that kind of popped up in the last week or two. Either way, none of those bugs are actually destroying gameplay or anything. So far, I haven't really come into any fatal bugs. So hopefully your experience will be nice and smooth. And that about wraps it up this week for the Nuclear Throne update. It doesn't seem like much, but it's quite a bit. So definitely leave your comments. What do you guys think of the final boss? Can you even make it to the final boss? How far along do you think you got in the final boss? How are you dealing with them bullet hells, man? I want to know what you guys think. And whatever else is on your mind, leave it in the comment section. Would love to hear about it. And with that said, good luck, boys and girls out there. You're gonna have fun with Nuclear Throne now, man. And if you have not picked up Nuclear Throne yourself, head over to nuclearthrone.com, and of course you can check out development of some sort on this game every Tuesday and Thursday at twitch.tv/Vlambeer. And if you subscribe to their channel, you get access to a bunch of Nuclear Throne emoticons to use on twitch.tv, and you get a Steam copy of the game. So it's a win-win in that situation. And as always, every Thursday we do Nuclear Throne here on Tengu Drop, as well as the weekly look at the latest Nuclear Throne update that you're watching right now. Yeah, we do this every week. It's called Dedication. Anyway, that's the update for this week. If you would like to leave your comments, go ahead. I would love to hear what you guys think of the final boss. And with that said, I'll leave you to it. To scream in agony and pain with the freaking boss, man. Get to it. Chop chop. It's time to get hyped. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.